Jim, good to see you here. 1 year ago, we were talking about the future of ADT. Since then, you have sold this commercial business like Shauna just mentioned. What's next for your company?
Well, I tell you, first, thanks for having me, Brian. Thrilled to be here. Big opportunity for us with selling the commercial business. We got a great price for it, a multiple arbitrage. We're using all the dollars to pay down debt and sort of accelerate our deleveraging. We went from a 3.7 down to a 3.3. Feel really good about that. We have a path to 3, and now we'll be more focused on the residential market and our sweet spot in residential home security.
The commercial business, is that just ADT signaling we don't want exposure to commercial real estate and whatever might happen with that because of higher interest rates over the next couple of years?
Not so much. We had inbounds over the course of the last couple of years about this business. The implied multiple for ADT right now is about a 6x, and we traded the business, the commercial business, for an 11. So we had a big multiple arbitrage, something in the neighborhood of $750 million of arbitrage. From a cash flow perspective, it's about a wash. The interest expense savings that we realized from paying off about $1.5 billion of debt is about what the business would have provided. And then in these markets especially, it's important to delever. And we've heard that from our investors, we've heard that from prospective investors, and we think it opens more doors for us to talk about our story.
What's the health of your customer base from a residential perspective?
Very good. We measure retention very closely. It's one of our key metrics, and we're at 12.5% attrition on a trailing 12-month basis. Never in our history have we been as low as 12.5%. It's wind aided a bit because relocations are down. When relocations are down, our base is stickier. Fewer relocations is a headwind from a gross add perspective, but from a customer retention perspective, it helps us a great deal. And so we're at 12.5% attrition, never been better.
Do you survey your customers I'm curious on why they haven't cut their alarm bill? We talk to a lot of different consumers and businesses. People are cutting back on clothing. They're cutting back on various lines of food. They're trading down on types of food, but they're not cutting their alarm bill.
They are not. And generally speaking, broadly, we have two kinds of customers. A customer that is security-centric, that relies on their system for pure peace of mind. And that's not a service that customer is interested in eliminating. They derive a great deal of comfort from the security that the system provides. The second kind of customer is a customer that uses our system much more for smart home, to make their home more helpful. They have cameras, they might have mesh Wi-Fi, lights, locks, are integrated into the system, and it becomes how they interact with their home. And because they derive convenience and a more helpful home because of the system, that's not something that they're willing to do without.
It is fun to try to open my door lock from my phone inside from my car. I know I don't have an ADT. We'll take that off camera, though. Well, it is what it is. Where are you at with your Google partnership? What is next from there?
Google's been a great partner for us. They're an equity owner. 3 years ago, they purchased about $450 million of stock. They own about 6% of our company. They've been terrific. We're going to market as ADT plus Google. So it helps our brand as ADT be a little more tech forward, a little more contemporary, and their products are fantastic. I've shared this a number of times. The year before the Google deal, we were selling white label equipment, and our average installation was about $700. Now we're selling Google branded hardware, cameras, video doorbell, Nest thermostat. Our average installation revenue is $1,450. They've been a really good partner for us.
Do you have any new products hitting in that deal soon?
We have some new products that we're developing. We're not ready for prime time quite yet, but first quarter, maybe second quarter, we'll have some products start to that we'll be ready to unveil.
Does that change? Will it change how we interact with an ADT now, or does it give a glimpse into the future of the smart home?
It does. One of the things, I'll frame it up a little bit for you. One of the things that we're excited about is leveraging the analytics, leveraging the AI available to us via the Google partnership to essentially use your cameras as a digital assistant of sorts in the home. And so you can query to understand, is anybody in the house? Is my kid home from school yet? Are any of my children playing by the pool? Are any of my children in the pool? And get proactive notification of that event in the house. And it just makes for the system to be much smarter, much more helpful to give more convenience and information to our customers.
That's wild stuff.
It's really cool. It's really cool. I think it will result in a stickier customer for us. And there's all kinds of use cases, all kinds of applications that you can build off of that to create great customer experiences.
Before I let you go, just in terms of the stock price, are you surprised it hasn't maybe reacted to some of these big moves that you sold a business for well over $1 billion. You have a deal with Google. You struck a deal, I think, a couple weeks before this conference last year with State Farm. I mean, you've made all the moves. What else does the market need to see from ADT?
We've always been a show-me stock. We'll continue to be a show-me stock. One of the issues that we continually faced was the leverage. When we were close to 4.0 on a leverage ratio, we were getting screened out pretty consistently. Now that we're at 3.3 with line of sight to 3, I think it opens the aperture for us. We're excited about our future. As you know, Brian, it's about getting new investors, is about farming, not hunting. It takes a little bit of time, and we're going to go out there, do what we do, continue to deliver results, and eventually the stock's going to get there.
Fair enough. We'll leave it there. ADT CEO Jim DeVries, always good to see you, and can you post on that smart home stuff? Sounds cool.
It's a deal.